Chapter 1, Part 2. After we returned home from our trip and I was able to plug back in, I saw something while browsing a social media site that stopped me in my tracks. An advertisement read, "If you notice a dimple in your breast, that can be a sign of breast cancer. Come in for your free mammogram during Breast Cancer Awareness Month." Several months back, I noticed that my right breast began sucking itself inward. My partner and I always joked that this breast must be the one that my kids enjoyed breastfeeding from, and that's why it did this funny-looking dimple thing. I had just turned 40 years old, so I assumed that this was part of the aging process. I'm now in my 50s, and looking back at what I thought was old is worth a laugh until you pee session. On a more serious note, I wondered if seeing that random advertisement was a coincidence, a sign, or just Big Brother. Well, after a few pestering phone calls from my mom asking if I made the mammogram appointment, I finally called. I was extremely nervous to make that phone call, but not because I was afraid I had breast cancer. I was sure it would turn out to be nothing. I was scared to tell the woman on the other end of the line that I didn't have health insurance. I spent most of my life as an independent contractor, which doesn't come with one of those fancy pick your plan and we'll pay half packages, because in 2013 we still had companies that paid a good portion of health insurance as a benefit of your employment. As uncomfortable as it was, I called the health department and explained my situation. The woman on the other end of the line, Lisa, was kind and caring, and to my surprise, was completely understanding about my situation. I heard no judgment in her voice whatsoever. After learning of my symptoms, she set up an appointment for the very next day. I had no idea the journey I was about to take.